Our coverage of the Dualshock Racing Association is brought to you by the Prodigy Racing Network, your home for DSRA and IFAR. We welcome you to Phoenix Raceway for today's coverage of the O'Reilly 500 from Phoenix International Raceway in good old Goodyear, Arizona. Qualifying is about to come to an end here, but we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to today's race. My name is Nicholas Kulskinen, your head comms here with PR, and let's take a look at your points heading into today's race, into the third round of the season. Devani Rodriguez leads our standings here, coming in at first. He's got 104 points on the board. Victor Delgado the third, coming in 23rd. Sorry, no, not 23rd. Sorry, second place with 23 points. After that, you got, I think that's TJ Smith with 29 points back. Nick Servideo, 30 points back, tied with George Oriarte. Hasten Avery behind him. Winty Wolf, Soup Ricer, 69. That was a challenge, trying to figure out how I was going to do that thing in terms of the points. But let's get free cam set up here because we are about ready to go green from beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Pace car heading into pit road, and they are already trying to kill each other. So let's go here. So they will have one lap of caution. So let's just be patient here. They're gonna have a lap of caution, the owner told me, because he actually had to tweak the setups for these. A lot of drivers were complaining about the cars being too loose in practice. And they also complained about the cars the engine revs maxing out by the time they got out of the corner, got out of the turn one entry. So a lot of these guys, the cars had to be kind of reconfigured a little bit for today's race, and that is why we are under this extended caution here for this first part of the race. Today's race will be 47 laps here around beautiful Phoenix Raceway, the 2011 version of the racetrack, I should clarify. The 2011 repave of this beautiful racetrack. How many times have I said that today? 11 entries in today's race. So it'll be a pretty full pack today, all things considered. Soup Ricer and Nick Servideo leading us to the green. Green flag in the air. We're live from Phoenix on a bit of a delayed start. Soup Ricer on the outside lane trying to get rid of the 18 of Nick Servideo. They're already starting to spread out. A lot of drivers were saying before the race that they thought this was going to be a pretty big wreck fest, but so far, unless something happens in the middle, it might be a little bit of an easy race today for a lot of these guys. But here comes George Oriarte there with the 35 of Davis, trying to get around that 35 National Guard car. But here comes the 07 car, a little too tight on entry there. That is Bryson Miller, I believe. And they're going to take a 3 wide. He was right there with the Melling Racing Dodge. Victor Delgado racing with Carter Bevan. They have survived the first couple laps of the race. Soup Ricer is still in the lead here at Phoenix. Nick Servideo still holding on to second, but there is the problem child right there in that number 54 car. Caused that wreck on the oh, he's into the wall there, coming off of the dog leg, but he caused an accident on the final lap of the race at Daytona, trying to defend his position, took out Carl Childress with another car. I forgot who it was, but here comes the 54 on the bottom here. Nick Servideo not able to hold on to his second place spot. Soup Ricer still there. It's going to be a bit of a switchback here as the 18 tries to get underneath him. Oh, we got smoke. We've got smoke. Still green. Don't know who the smoke was from, but we had smoke. The 54 car still holding on to that second place spot. The 69 is laughing his happy ass to the bank watching those two battle it out. Forgive me as I try to pull up the roster here. My phone is actually being really slow today. Sorry. That is Phil Parker in the 54 car, still holding on to that second place spot. Number 35 car is Trevor Davis. There are 2 Davis entries into the field. I thought there were. Okay, never mind. There aren't. Or is that... How did I get Miller and Davis mixed up? I am an absolute moron. Hey, at least I'm not calling this place Daytona, though. So yeah, the front, really not much of a battle up front. The 07 car is a little slow. That is Bryson Miller. 29 car is being an absolute idiot. They're going to stay low. Are they going to take out the leaders on the top side? The 07 moves up the racetrack. Servideo got in a little bit of trouble there. Wow, for a DSRA race, this is actually a little bit calm and collected. Here comes the 45, making a move on the outside. The 29 car. This is not for position, though. Do keep that in mind. The 29 car is a lap down. That 45 is just trying to clear him. Looking a little bit stormy back there. Looks like these guys are not doing too bad in terms of the setup. We do have a battle for the lead here shaping up between Phil Parker and Soup Ricer. That 54 Pennzoil Chevrolet, I almost said Dodge. We have a battle now for third place here between Nick Servideo and that 35 car. So let's take a look at that one. The 35 car moving down to the bottom. He's got the 18 where he wants him. This is the battle for third place shaping up right here. 37 laps to go. Or, I think. 35 still there, hanging on the bottom. He's got that 18 car on the top side. It's a good battle here for third. That 29 car is in 10th place. He's a lap down. 35 car will end up clearing the 18. Nick Servideo still trying to get that position back, but so far, it kind of just looks like... It just looks like the 35 car of Trevor Davis has that position solidified. Phil Parker still trying to chase down Soup Ricer. And the car that is slow there, that is number 29 of Jeb Raby. He's just not having a good day today. And there's that 07 car. Jesus Christ, Dual. Why do you have it highlighted in yellow? I think that's... No, that's not Cam Smith. That is Bryson Miller. I'm just an absolute idiot. So no battles here quite yet. Oh, we do have a battle. George Oriarte trying to battle the number 72 of Daniel Sila. I don't know, Sila. I am very sorry to the driver of the 72 car. But side by side, coming through the back stretch here, or front stretch, whatever the hell that is. We do have some more smoke. So somebody has been wrecking there. That 24 there on the bottom there. He's got Silo where he wants him. Whoa, something went wrong with that car. You heard the shifting kind of go a little bit out of whack there. Now, unlike our offline series, you will be able to tell what a driver is actually doing coming through the corners, how they're racing the track, if you listen closely to the onboard. You just kind of let off the gas a little bit coming through the corner. You saw that with that car. But here now we have a battle for the lead. Phil Parker is going to try and get past the 69 of Soup Ricer. Down on the bottom. He's got the preferred lane here at Phoenix. Now on the bottom, he's still trying to make something work here with that 54 car. He will clear the 69 of Soup Ricer. And that number 69 Dodge Charged is still... I mean, it looks like he's starting to have a little bit of trouble there keeping up with the Chevy, but he's still there on the back bumper. He's got that draft coming off the 54. Is he going to make a move here coming into turn one? It seems like that's where everybody's been making the move. We got a car around. That is Jeb, the number 29 car. He almost takes out the 22 of Victor Delgado. And Jeb Rabbie almost brings out our first yellow of the day. We know who spun on that last one. Bryson Miller actually had to spin earlier in the race. Here comes Soup Ricer. These guys are going to be back and forth throughout the course of the race. I can just tell. But that number 35 car, pay attention to Trevor Davis in that number 35 National Guard Chevy. This is about to be a three-way battle for the lead. It is a three-way battle for the lead. Here comes the 35 car. Davis still there. He's hanging back a little bit. He's letting that 54 get to the 69. They're slowing each other down by battling each other. So that's going to open the way for that National Guard Chevy to make the move. And the 69 gets tight going through the corner. Here comes the 54. He throws a massive block in the 35, but he'll get down to the bottom. Soup Ricer goes from first to third in a split second there. And there goes the 54 of Phil Parker, retaking the lead, probably for good here. Well, I mean, not for good, but he's not going to have to deal with that 69 anymore. He's got to get past the 35. Right now, that's what that 54 wants to see. He wants to see Davis and Soup Ricer going at it here. Oh, the 35 into the wall there. Scrapes it coming in through the dog leg. Nick Servideo is hanging back there in fourth place, so expect him to make a move here if he can get up to that Dodge Charger, or that Dodge Charged. And Soup Ricer 69 still there in third place. Your leader, Phil Parker. He had a chance to win at Daytona, but he couldn't get it done. One thing I noticed is that Devani Rodriguez has not started today's race. We have a battle now. Soup Ricer still trying to get that second place spot away from that National Guard Chevy. You're on board with Soup Ricer. And now they got lap cars coming up. Who is that? That is Payson Avery in his Turbo Blue Ford. Not had the best season thus far. He'll move down to the dog leg to let the leaders by. So Payson Avery is in ninth place. He'll be one lap down. He's a full lap ahead of the 29 car belonging to Jeb Rabbie. Don't have any retirements yet. Rabbie's still in the race, and despite his bad luck, Bryson Miller is still in the race. You're not exactly watching the best in NR 2003 here. Here comes Soup Ricer to the bottom of the 35. He's going to try and take it away. Oh, almost made a little bit of contact. You do not want to make contact in these online multiplayer races because, God, I mean, just imagine a 20-year-old game with these online things from 2003. You can imagine that it's not going to act very well. I mean, it's better than Row Racing's internet stuff, but you know, it's whatever. But if you make contact with these cars, it's not going to be good for either one of you. We have smoke. Payson Avery's in the pit road. I wonder if he's got damage. The rear looks a little bent out of shape, but that just might be the 2000. Oh, he's got a little bit of hood damage there. But other than that, that's just a 2007 Ford Fusion for you. There's Victor Delgado. Had a chance to do something at Daytona. I wasn't at the Atlanta race, but... Oh, man, they're going to take a 3 wide. This is not going to end well. They are all going to freaking die. They are all going to freaking die. Here comes the 35 car, 69. They are not 3 wide anymore. But here it comes. They're going to stack up here coming into turn 1. This is a 3-way battle for the lead. Once again, Soup Ricer. I knew he wasn't going to stay back there for very long. He's going to go for the lead here. Now, the thing about Phoenix is the dog leg looks like it could be a shortcut. But in reality, in the real-life Phoenix races to prove this, 3 wide again here, 35 in the middle there between a Soup Ricer and Phil Parker sandwich. But here comes the 54. He's pulling away. And Payson Avery is outside the pit road. Or that's not Payson Avery. That is, in fact, Miller. So he is behind the wall here in Phoenix. We got a spinner. It is Jeb Rabbie. Or Jeb Rabbie, sorry. Not Ravi. I'm an idiot. Now, Phoenix has taught us anything. That dogleg looks like an enticing shortcut, but actually going down below that yellow line is not going to do you any good because they still are kind of, if you kind of think about it, They still got that advantage on that top side. You're moving down to the bottom. It's kind of just, it's the same distance either way. I think that's why they let drivers go down, because you don't really get an advantage. The 72 car into the wall there. He almost takes out the 24 of George Oriarte. There's the 72 of Daniel Sila there in that number 72 Caterpillar Toyota Camry. I think he's trying to mimic the Dave Blaney paint scheme. Because he's got the Camry, he's got the Caterpillar, and the stripe kind of looks the same. He's got some pretty serious right side damage to his car. And Phil Parker's around. We got a caution here in Phoenix. What the heck happened to Phil Parker? And he is just Mahavir Raghunathan his way around that corner. Let's take a look at the replay here, see if we can't decipher what happened to that 54. Oh, I see what happened. He just lost it coming out of the corner. Managed to avoid collecting any more cars, but Phil Parker just loses it coming out of the corner. And that will bring out our first caution of the day. Let's go on board with the 54 car. Oh, did he lose? Did he lose power? I'm wondering if he lost power, because pay attention to this one more time. Pay attention. When he comes through out of the dogleg, pay attention to the rev monitor thing. Yeah, nobody else's rev monitor was like that. Did he just cut out moving through the corner? We got pit stops coming. Let's see what the chat says. Nothing, because nobody's even watching. So we are almost through here. Oh, crap. We only have 18 laps to go. So this race has actually been pretty short. According to OBS, we've been live for 24 minutes, barring the thingy. Jason Avery a lap down. He's actually 3 laps down, so he'll be lining up next to the 69 as Super Racer. Beautiful pace car. And he is going to be waved around here. And I just want to commend that 72 car. He was battling with George Oriarte. And it's just beautiful what that 72 car of Daniel Sila has been able to do today. Had a really good battle with George for throughout the course of that green flag run. So the 24 is a little bit further up, so we're just going to have to see what battle he's going to do here. The 54 of Phil Parker has been sent to the back because he was the cause to caution. So do keep that in mind. He will be sitting in behind George. Like to remind everybody that coming up tomorrow, the IFAR Premier Series will be coming from Texarkana. That'll be tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Check local listings. But tomorrow, to warm up for that race, coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern, we'll have the Budweiser All-Star Series. A makeup race from Pikes Peak. Green flag back in the air. Super Racer will lead us to the green. And they're going to take it 3 wide. Here comes the 22 of Victor Delgado. They will remain 2 by 2, or sorry, side by side. They're the 35 into the wall. Here comes the 45. .45 car still there. That is Delgado in that. I think, what does that say? Mother? The Mother Energy Drink Dodge Charger. Never heard of that. I'm going to check if that's a made-up brand after this. And that is not Delgado, my bad. Speaking of Delgado, we got a wreck. There's the 35 car into the wall. No yellow. Yep, yellow is out. We've got a caution, the 35 and the 22. Victor Delgado and Trevor Davis lost it coming through the corner, and that will bring out our second caution of the evening. And Bryson Miller is just driving around the pit road like an absolute freaking retard. I think he's trying to kill his car, now that I think about it. You're watching the Special Olympics brought to you by DSRA. The brightest minds in stock car racing are here, ladies and gentlemen. And the 69 is phasing through that Papyrus pace car. A beautiful 2007 Pontiac Grand Prix. Oddly enough, I think 2007 was the year that Pontiac went belly up. Or was it 2011? I think it was 2011, wasn't it? Caution is out here. When we restart, I would assume we'll probably have about 11 laps to go when we restart. Because I think a pace cycle is like 3 laps in NR 2003. We haven't really had any network issues today, so props to Spectrum Internet for holding up here today. Although we are still using the Radmin VPN service because we thought Dual was actually going to be hosting the server. It's actually George Oriarte that is hosting the server for us, so thank you to that 24 car for bringing the server up for us today and not having us rely on a third-party service. So it's basically still the same here. Soup Ricer followed by rookie Kalen Bevan. Dual, you need to change the colors, bro. I can't hardly see their names. At least make the rookies. Oh, no. I see what I've done wrong. I have dark mode enabled on my phone, so it's not the... Okay, I'm stupid. TJ... Okay, never mind. I was reading the rookies at that point. So it's Soup Ricer, followed by Kalen Bevan, who I was talking to earlier in this race, the Canadian. And then the 18 car of... the 18 car of Nico Servideo. Don't tell him, but I'm hoping he kind of wins this race. He started on pole for today's race, but he's unfortunately fallen back. He is going to be restarting third here for this race. Lights are off the pace car here. I think the admin manually disabled that. And we have a car requesting a wave around. That is the 29 car of Jeb Rabi was requesting a wave around. He's going to be 4 laps down. That 07 is 11 laps down, although he might as well be marked down as a DNF. So I guess we have only 10 cars remaining in this race. 1 car is DNF. That is the 07 of Bryson Miller. He races for 2F, 1F Motorsports. And I'm sure they're going to probably drop him after this season. I certainly would. Pace car making the hard left turn in the pit lane here. Soup Ricer, Bevan, and Servideo will be restarting here. Green flag back in the air here in Phoenix. 11 laps to go here in the desert. Oh, Phil Parker there with the 35. They might try something here. They got the 24 of Oriarte on the outside. Delgado moving to the outside now. Here comes the 35, making a move on Parker. And the 07 has been officially disqualified from the race. Soup Ricer, 10 laps to go. Can he hold on? He's got that 45 of Kalen Bevan right there. If we've learned anything from this race, is that once you get into... your short run car might be good, but once you get into the long run, you're going to start running into some issues. Just ask Nick Servideo and Soup Ricer how the long run has treated them. And it looks like their run might be coming to an end here, as here comes Kalen Bevan, looking for his first win of the new season. To the best of my knowledge, he is sitting right now. That 45 car is sitting 12th in the standings. A win would really do him a lot of good. That is 52 points, I believe, that are on the table if he can win this race. Or is actually... Hold on. Nope, the points format isn't there. No, it is there. Yeah, 50 points. My bad, not 52. So those must have been bonus points there for Devani Rodriguez. Your points leader is not in this race. Keep that in mind. So this race is wide open for anybody to improve their position here in the standings. Nick Servideo really getting a little tight in the corner now. He's losing position there to the 35 of Trevor Davis and Phil Parker on the inside here. Servideo is just really struggling here on these long runs. There's your Home Depot onboard camera. And Soup Ricer in the lead here. I honestly, if the meme car wins this, I swear to God, I'm going to go dance in the street naked. I don't care that it's 40 degrees outside. We are under a winter storm warning. We got smoke. Don't know who it's from. I think somebody got a little loose coming off the corner, but it doesn't matter. Here comes the 35 on the bottom. The 54 trying to make a pass. He made a little bit of contact with the wall. Well, that 35's got some really bad right side damage. I wonder if that's going to hinder him here. Oh, a little bit of contact there at the 35. Parker to the inside. He's got the 35 right where he wants him. Slide job. No, not really a slide job, but the 35 car. It's going to be a switchback here. Moving up down the inside. The 18 has room here on the middle side of the track. He's got room here to make a pass if that 35 can get up to the 54. You can tell by how he let off the gas. He really wanted to try and trying to snooker a position there from the 54 coming up the middle. And a bit of a late block there for the 54, but he doesn't get wrecked by the 35 somehow. So Phil Parker, oh, the 35 into the wall. That is Trevor Davis into the wall, losing some time here to Nick Servideo. Now they've got another challenger entering the ring here. George Oriarte is out of the race with an ignition problem. And George Oriarte's engine blew, and the 29 is around. That is the 29 of Jeb Raby around for another spin here. No yellow. George Oriarte's ignition blew. He is out of this race. That is a horrible way to end your day. But here comes the 45 car. He's into second place now. He's trying to hold off that 54 of Phil Parker. 2 laps to go here in Phoenix. It's 2 Dodges up front and a Chevy. It's mostly a Dodge fest up here in the top 5. 3 Dodges and 2 Chevys. Although it's about to be 3 Chevys and 2 Dodges if that 18 can get past Victor Delgado. But Servideo has lost that position to the 22 of Victor Delgado. He's got a race tomorrow in IFAR. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Oh, he's going to spin him! Phil Parker turns the 45 into the wall! 45 will come back down the racetrack. He's going to spin. The 69 is Soup Ricer. Still has the lead. A battle for second here between the 35 and the 54. Phil Parker still holding on. Soup Ricer will come off of turn number 4. For the first win of the season, Soup Ricer becomes the second different winner in the DSRA. He wins at Phoenix International Raceway. Phil Parker second, and the 35 of Trevor Davis third. Victor Delgado in 4th, and Nick Servideo 5th. What a finish here. And the 69 of Soup Ricer, a winner here in the DSRA. I want to see if he does a burnout. Save this in case Dual shuts down the server. He is going to do a little burnout for us. Burn it down, Soup Ricer. You've earned it, buddy. Don't destroy your car. There you go. Soup Ricer burning down the house here in the desert. We don't have a Fox Sports drone cam, but this is the best we've got. I think it's a little bit late to go into free cam and do something here. He's gonna do a Denny Hamlin burnout. I like that. And that is Soup Ricer burning it down here in Phoenix. He has won the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 here at Phoenix. When he finishes burning it down, I want to take a look at that finish real quick. I think he's trying to blow the motor. I legitimately think he's going to try and blow the motor. Nope, he is not. You've earned it, buddy. You've earned every last bit of that. So let's take a look at that finish involving... I want to take a look at that finish now involving the 45. He's got to be hopping mad about that. Phil Parker, plain and simple, took him out. Let's take a look at this. That's Phil Parker in the 54. Carter Bevan in the 45. And he just cleans him out right there. Took him right into the wall. And then he just comes down the banking and loses control. That 45 has got to be upset with that 54 car. But you got to understand, he was going for that second place spot. Every point's going to count here. Let's go on board the 54, see what was going through his mind. Oh. Now that I think about it, he might have carried a little too much speed going into the corner. I don't really think... Maybe that wasn't intentional. I think he just got too much speed going into the corner. Took out the 45 while he was at it. Well, with all that, I'd like to thank everybody who has watched this race. It's been an absolute joy being here with you guys. Coming up tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, once again, the Budweiser All-Star Series makeup race. It turns to Pikes Peak International Raceway. That's our offline series for those who are new to the channel. That'll be streaming tomorrow at 2 p.m. Our offline series, the Budweiser All-Star Series. And then at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, it'll be the IFAR Premier Series coming in from Texarkana. So you will not want to miss that one. Thank you guys so much for watching today's race. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, as always, this has been your head commentator, Nicholas Koskinen with Prodigy Racing Network, and we will see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.